The Daily Code Snippet. It is important to understand what assistive technologies are helpful to navigate the web. An assistive technology is any hardware or software used to increase, maintain, or improve the capabilities of people with disabilities. Screen readers are used by the blind or those with low vision to read the content of a computer screen. Examples include JAWS for Windows and VoiceOver for Mac. Screen magnification software allows users to control the size of text or graphics. Distinct from a zoom feature, these allow users to see the enlarged text in relation to the rest of the screen by emulating a handheld magnifier. Text readers help those with learning disabilities. These read text with a synthetic voice, and some include the ability to highlight the text being read to emphasize it. These will ignore navigation and other elements, only the text is read. Speech input software allows those who are unable to type and control the computer physically to instead speak their intentions. An example would be Dragon Naturally Speaking software. Alternative input devices allow those who cannot use a keyboard or mouse to use a computer. Several types of devices fall under this category, including head pointers, motion or eye tracking, single switch entry. Head pointers consist of a stick or object that is mounted directly on a user's head that can be used to push keys on a keyboard. Motion or eye tracking software can detect a target or the eye of a user to interpret what action is desired and can translate this to placing the mouse pointer to where the user intends to move it. Single switch entry devices are commonly used with on-screen keyboards. The on-screen keyboard has a cursor move across the keys, and when the desired key is in focus, the switch is used to select it. Similarly, a cursor can move throughout a web page, and the single switch entry device can be used to click on a link on a web page. Just to show you some examples of some of this technology in action, let's look at Mac's VoiceOver and Zoom.
Chrome, the New York Times, breaking news, U.S. news, world news and videos, Google Chrome, Belgrade, Windle, the New York Times, breaking news, U.S. news, world news and videos, web content. You are currently on a web content inside of a group. To enter the web area, press Ctrl, Option, Shift, down arrow. To exit this group, press Ctrl. Chrome has new window. The best olive oil in the world. This village thinks so. The New York Times. Web content. You are currently on a web content inside of a group. To enter the web area, press Ctrl, Option, Shift, down arrow. To exit this group, press Ctrl, Option, Shift, up arrow. Out of the best olive oil in the world. This village thinks. VoiceOver off.
So now that we know why accessibility is important, the size of the population involved, and what technologies we need to support, let's start discussing what it means to make the web accessible. In order to make the web accessible, we follow 4 underlying principles known as the P.O.U.R principles. P.O.U.R stands for perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust. Making the web perceivable means making it easier for users to hear and see your content. So examples of this are alternative text, closed captioning for media content. We want to present our content to our users in multiple ways so that it is accessible to the various assistive technologies we reviewed. And we want to do this without losing meaning. Making the web operable helps users to find and navigate through the content. This means content should be entirely accessible when using a keyboard alone. The content should be available on screen long enough for all users to read and act on that content. And we want to make sure that our content is presented in a way such that it does not induce seizures. So for example, we don't want to have rapidly flashing content on the screen. Making the web understandable means the text should be readable and understandable. It should be presented in a way that is predictable to operate. We should make sure there are no mistakes. Making the web robust means that it is compatible with current and future technologies. When we improve the clarity of our content, it makes it available to not only those who require it to be accessible, but to everyone. Presented by Designers Learn Code.